All right, folks, what do you say we play some Dungeons and Dragons tonight?
I am ready.
Great.
Definitely. Hell yeah.
All right, so I'll start out with a little recap and then we'll dive into it. Got a big night ahead of us. All right, going back a little ways, we have the original party of Marzen and Mara had found themselves deep in this strange land of Barovia, searching for a woman by the name of Esmeralda, who you had an important message to deliver to her. She had gone missing, and you believe that you're on the trail of her with an attempt of discovering her whereabouts and perhaps engaging her to help you in your current quest. Along the way, you met up with a fellow by the name of Stanley Maki, who was also drawn into the strange, shadowy world of Barovia. In his case, he was searching out his lost comrade Thalamir, a ranger who had gone missing not long before. Almost magnetically, this realm of terror has drawn the three of you, and then later, Corben being a paladin who had been told to seek out the stronghold of Argynvostholt in order to perchance throw his sword to the help of the Order of the Silver Dragon, with a sort of an idea of joining them perchance. A lot of shenanigans have happened along the way. The original group of three spent some time in Valakai, where you shook things up quite a bit, to the point of when you left, the town was essentially on fire, and vampire spawn were raging throughout the town. You had encountered the devil himself, Strahd von Zarovich. Brief encounter, but he left an indelible mark on the three of you, especially the cleric Mara, who had, in some senses, been psychically violated by Strahd. Strahd having charmed her into handing over this holy relic of the Church of St. Andrel. Strahd then dropping this relic to the ground and destroying these bones of the saint, thereby sealing the fate, it would seem, for the people of Valakai. You fled the village. You had an encounter in the Vistani encampment with a strange and powerful seer named Madame Eva, who was able to give you some ideas and some clues as to how you might find your way through this strange realm and perhaps even escape. She told you of 3 powerful relics that would help you in your fight against Strahd. She spoke to you about an ally that you might be able to find in this realm that would be instrumental in helping you take down the devil. And she also gave you an idea of where you would find Strahd when it was time for the final battle. After that, you sought out Jenny Greenteeth, and in a sense, you were looking for information. She knew how to access the almost lost path to Argynvostholt. After a brief encounter with Jenny, including the purchase of some potions, she provided you with a little bit of information that you were seeking, and she gave you the directions to this pathway. That's when you met the Paladin, Corben, and with the 4 of you aligned, at least for the moment, in purpose, you set forth to Argynvostholt, and since then have arrived and have spent a bit of time exploring the ruins of this magnificent stronghold perched atop a hill. You have had some unfortunate encounters with some spiders, some near-death experiences. You know, good Dungeons and Dragons type fun as you've explored this strange place. Now, most recently, after recovering from falling through the floor and being overrun by spiders, you recovered utilizing some of Marzen's bardic magic to provide yourselves with a shelter, protective shelter. You recovered from the battle with the spiders, and you once again set out to explore the upper levels of the stronghold. Having reached the 3rd floor of the stronghold, you came across a closed door in this dark hallway. towards the middle of the hallway was rubble and rocks and parts of the ceiling that had fallen in, but there was a door to the left that Marzen walked up to and opened. And as he opened the door, he looked inside and saw 5 creatures sitting at a long wooden table. As he looked in, they looked at him, surprised, as if they hadn't seen anybody in a long, long time. And one of them rose to his feet and said to you, "Why do the living disturb the rest of the dead?" And with that, Marzen, you closed the door. Corben, I would like you to roll a perception check, please.
All right.
And we're going to also drop ourselves back into...
Not great at these.
Let's see here. I just transferred over you guys to the map. I don't know if you're able to see that or not. Let's see. I want to make sure that you guys are on the same page that I am. Can everybody see my ping?
Getting there.
I can't see your ping right now.
I can't see it either.
You just
I
see
can see
black.
it.
Scroll down. Just
Yeah.
scroll as far as you can.
I
I'm
can
not
see the
sure
hallway
why
with
it's...
our tokens.
Yeah, it's not
There we go.
recentering for some reason.
This is my ping.
Okay. So you guys can see this hallway with the 4 of you standing there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
good. All right. It's always good to just double check that the technology is working.
you.
Corben, that is good enough to notice the strange whitish, bluish energy orb of this. I don't know if you remember from a couple sessions ago, but you had crafted into creation by accident from the embers that were in a lower level fireplace. This strange bluish dragon essence that had flushed past you and gone out the door, and at that point you got separated from it as you did battle with some undead in the chapel. But you see this out of the corner of your eye coming right in this area right here.
Sorry, say that again.
The dragon orb,
Where
that bluish dragon.
Where did you?
Yeah, we're still
Indicate
not
it
seeing
came
your
from.
ping.
You're not seeing my ping, huh? Oh, I know why. There we
You're
go.
in the wrong.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. In this room over here. So in all this rubble and everything.
Oh, okay. I saw that same stuff.
You
The same
saw
light.
that white blue orb of energy that looks like a small dragon.
Dave, also I have light cantrip going, but I'm not seeing it here, so just FYI.
It's on top of your icon, I think. Can you see the little yellow?
There it is. There it
Yeah.
is. Thank you. Thanks.
Maybe it was doubled up or something.
What do you guys want to do at this point?
Well, I don't know
Oh.
if everybody remembers. I don't think everybody was here that one day, but that blue light had like a good aura to it. It wasn't like an evil thing because I used my divine sense on it.
That's right.
Do you want to investigate it? So I just closed the door and I'm looking at you guys like, holy shit, there's some undead in there, but they're talking.
I'd like to talk to him. I want to say, hey, you seen the sort of sunlight? We really need it.
I don't know.
They
Did
might
you
be
guys see that,
friendly.
though?
Might be friendly-ish, like that other fellow we talked to coming out of all of the vampire town.
Was he also a skeleton?
He had like
Might
he had stuff from the Order of the Dragon though on his
Okay. He was alive though.
his armor and stuff. No, he was definitely dead.
Okay.
It was like a skeleton walking, like
Okay.
a.
did you see any of that stuff on these guys in here?
So these guys could be cursed in some way, but not necessarily full-on evil.
Yeah. You want to approach them? They're not really.
Yeah, we're likely going to get in a fight either way. We might as well say and be nice first.
I think if the door's closed, we should just keep moving forward towards the good stuff instead of sticking our nose in where it is going to create
closed room
chaos.
full of skeletons. We could come back to it.
Could I?
I would feel like Corben would be drawn to this light.
So do what Corben would do, what he would want to do then.
I'm just gonna peer around this corner here and see if I can make out what it was doing.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep an eye out on the door to see if they're approaching it or not. Like kind of leaning in and seeing if I can hear them walking towards us.
All right, roll, Marzen. You can roll a perception check if you'd like.
All right, give me a second. Trying to pull it.
You don't hear a damn thing. Corben, as you come into this room, that you see this small bluish energy orb. It's the best way to describe it is it looks like this small ball of energy that resembles the shape and outline of a dragon. And as you're watching, it starts to change its shape and to grow in its essence, and it flickers brighter and brighter. And you see it apparate in front of you. And what you see is this shimmering image of a dragon, and it's as if it's sculpted from pure metal. The apparition sort of casts this noble aura as you walk in. Almost, it's kind of like looking away from you, but you see on the back of its head this this spiny frill that rises from like right above the eyes. It goes down the head and traces the back all the way to the tip of the tail. And it's just kind of dusting the ground and rubble below it.
Wow, but it's just hovering there, kind of?
It's hovering there, and then as you're watching, it turns to you and says, "Well, hello."
Hello.
Fuck.
Now. Welcome to Argynvostholt.
My name is Corben. What is your name?
You don't know? I am Argynvost.
Oh.
Where have you? And he kind of turns and looks. He looks down, like in this direction. He says, "Hush, we must speak, but not here. Come, my dear guests, follow me." And he kind of moves. Oops, wrong token. He moves down this hall here, and this door in front of him right here opens, and he says, "Come, follow me. Don't be afraid."
Oh, jeez. Yeah, what do you think? Moving?
At this point, I have no reason to not trust him.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I like this guy better than the skeleton guys.
Yeah, me too.
Much kinder reception than some other characters we've met.
So as you enter this room here,
Sorry.
you see where is it? There we go. The room is a haven of dust and cobwebs. There's 3 narrow windows in the room. Here, and then flanking this fireplace here. And through those narrow windows, you get a bit of light comes in, illuminating bare oak shelves along the walls and a torn, padded chair lying on its side in a cavernous hearth. There's a picture above the mantle. It's been slashed. Its lower half is hanging down below the frame like a torn piece of flesh. An iron door set in the south corner of the west wall hangs open on one hinge. That's right here.
Iron door.
And before you,
Okay.
now you see it in much greater clarity as this very regal apparition of a dragon, metallic in nature. Now, please, Corben, you say.
Yes.
Tell me why you've come to my home after all these years, all these many, many years.
I came here looking for an order of knights that I was told lived here. But when I got here, this place was a ruin. What happened to this place?
The Order of the Silver Dragon. Yes, that was my order. A brotherhood of valorous knights, men of honor and courage, came here to join me in my battle against corruption. We never believed for one moment that we would fail. Yes, what you see is the truth. This stronghold is but a mere shadow of what it once was.
Is he speaking in common, or is it?
He's speaking in, well, you can all understand what he's saying.
All right.
Well, thank you for the hospitality and not working to kill us when we came into your home, Argynvostholt.
And who
On a
are
quest.
you?
My name is Stanley.
And why are you coming to my home?
We're looking to defeat a great enemy. We need a weapon. Been told that we should seek out Sword of Sunlight.
Huh.
You have any idea where it is? If we could attain such a weapon?
Yes, I've heard of this weapon. A great, powerful weapon. Tell me, why would you wield this weapon?
I'm looking for my comrade Alamir and working to destroy a great enemy.
We are.
I do not have the weapon to do damage to this enemy.
We're not from this land, too, and we're trying to escape. And Strahd brought us here, and we feel like the only way to.
Strahd?
Yeah.
Yes,
Strahd is the great enemy.
he is a curse upon this land.
Who is
Yes.
this Strahd?
The devil himself. Strahd has grown to become very powerful. What you see around you is in great part his doing. Strahd was a count, a prince, a soldier. He was a conqueror. He and his father waged long, bloody wars against any who would not fall under their subjugation. Eventually, his lust for war brought him into the valley of Barovia, where you now are. After his father died, Strahd, seeing great power, decided to stay here. That is when I knew that he would be a dangerous threat.
You say that you're the one who started the order.
Indeed.
We
Long
Sometime
ago.
some time ago we ran into pretty much like a skeleton of a figure,
Yes.
and he said that he was a knight of the order. I think he said he was. I'm trying to remember. Mara, do you remember what he said?
Seemed
Said
to me
that
it was
he-
Order of Silver Dragon.
And he said he was the Order of the Silver Dragon, and I'm Mara Argynvostholt. Thank you for allowing us to come to your home. We're trying to do good here. We did see one of the Order of the Silver Dragon on the road on the way here.
Yes, our knights, now doomed to wander this land. We are dead, yet we live as shadowy profanities of nature. I fear only slightly better than Strahd himself.
There's some undead in the other room, and they look like they were wearing armor from your order. Are you aware of them?
My knights can no longer hear my voice, but I can hear them. I can sense their presence. This stronghold has become a tomb. Many of the fallen, corrupted knights of the Order have fallen into such despair that they no longer even recognize their oath to this place. Yes. At once my armor was like the shields of thousands, my teeth their swords. The Order, we fought against miscreants and abominations, and my cold breath bore down like ice in age to protect the wickedness entombed in that cursed temple. Now, I fear great power has come to bear upon this valley. An evil essence. Strahd has grown in his lust and his thirst.
Can you help us defeat him?
In life, I was bested by Strahd and his armies as they swarmed into the valley. He was once a champion of the Morning Lord, Strahd, but he turned to genocide and bloodshed, hungry for power. Our oath was to protect the world from the evils trapped within the Amber Temple. Strahd sought to access their power. We failed to stop him. And we fell. Now, you come to me asking for aid. An aid I wish I could give you. But as you can see, I am trapped in a much denigrated form of myself. The only hope is to relight the beacon of Argynvostholt that was once extinguished by Strahd and bring light to the valley once again. That, I believe, is the only way that I can help you.
Sounds good. Goes into lighting the beacon.
There's some ethereal corruption upon this place that has snuffed the beacon, blown out its bright fire. It's also the source of the curse of my knights, doomed to walk this valley as the undead. But I know not what causes the corruption. I can only tell you that it exists because I can feel it in my very bones.
Where is the beacon located?
The beacon is located in the tower.
I thought we saw somebody in that tower earlier. You know who that person is?
I do not. There are many shadows of former essences that once graced these halls, this once regal place shining as a beacon for hope and goodness. Now those souls, I fear, are walking these halls in pain, filled with hatred, some desperate.
What are they desperate for?
As any creature in life knows that there is an order to things, a cycle. You live, you serve, and then you move on. But when that cycle is interrupted by evil, dark powers, as those that have decided to make the Valley of Barovia a battleground for their sick, corrupt whims. They seek release. They seek salvation.
Did the people of Kresk in Bavaria, did they support the Order of the Silver Dragon, or when it stand before, or were they friends of Strahd and like anything else that you guys were trying to stand against?
The Order of the Silver Dragon has been here longer than either of those two places that you speak of. And for a long time, before Strahd came, there were others in the valley who roamed the valley, not tied to any one place, but living off the land, worshipping the Fanes, the Ladies Three. Then came Strahd and the Morning Lord. Changes to the valley. Civilization. And with that, corruption. I have fought over the centuries with many of the free people of Barovia, and their allegiance to good or ill has wavered across the eons. I know not what happens outside these halls now. The only sense that I have is that the evil grows.
Do you think if the people, the free people, saw that the Order was becoming once more again, they would stand up and help rise against the fight against Strahd?
I think there is still good in this valley. But I believe it would be challenging to find that good. A noble challenge, a good challenge. Is that your quest?
My quest is to pretty much rid the evil from this place, so we could go back to our native land.
Strahd has tasked us with finding its girlfriend.
So you work for Strahd.
No, we do not work for Strahd. And I'm going to tell you that there is good in this valley. We've seen it. The Stani have been very, very kind to us, as well as some people in, in some of the towns that we visited. But we do not work for Strahd. It's just we can't get out of here until this curse is broken. And we're going to do everything we can to help you this curse. And that will help the land as well.
Yes, yes. What have
Any
you?
help you can offer us? How about secret code word for getting by the undead, so we don't have to kill all of your ex-knights as we make our way through the castle?
You can destroy their corporeal essence, but believe me, you will be unable to kill them. They will only come back. They always do.
What if we join the order? Would you and
Oh yeah.
been apart? Would you think they would help fight with us? You said that are in this land to be redemption.
Mhm.
Do you think it is to go after Strahd, like the one that we seen?
That's a possibility. Can we join you?
That's an interesting question. What of you, knight? You said you came here looking for this place. He looks at you, Corben.
Yes, I came here. I am a knight. I swore an oath to the god Sylvanas
Ah, the
To-
Forest Father.
to help me gain an oath of vengeance to kill those who murdered my family and to help him restore balance to the world by obliterating this scourge of undead that we find everywhere now.
Yes. I sense the good in you, all of you. I do not know if the order can be brought back from where it has gone, but I know that what is broken must be fixed in this valley. I implore you to relight the beacon of Argynvostholt. Shine the light upon the valley, and then you may indeed find that rallying the good, free people of this valley will be easier.
You point us to this beacon, or will you join us?
Yes, please show us the way. We would like to help. Or I would, anyway.
You will find the clues to relighting the beacon. I cannot help you there. But you will find the answers you seek. And when you're ready, ascend to the top of the tower of Argynvostholt, and you will relight the beacon. I sense good.
You've always been in this form?
Fix
You've
what
always
has
been a
been
dragon?
broken. Fix what has been broken in this place. And you will be rewarded. Whether or not you will escape Barovia is another matter. You can see that he starts to flicker a little bit, like the essence of his sort of ethereal nature starts to flicker.
You've always been like this?
What?
You've always been this form, this formless dragon-y sphere?
No, I am cursed like the rest of my order to live here through my undeath.
Is there
If-
any way to lift your curse?
Yeah.
Relight the beacon and set all of us free to move on beyond the dark walls of this valley, this prison, the mists.
You said these creatures, these knights of the order that still walk, they cannot hear you anymore.
They do not hear my voice.
If we were to run into them again, is there anything you would want to say to them?
That I forgive them.
Is there something else that way they know it's sincere and it came from you? A way for them to kind of identify that we're just not just saying something random?
Have a word for us they would understand is right from you?
I fear that their hatred and despair has clouded any memories of their oath, as I said. There is still good in these poor souls, but their hatred clouds everything. He starts to flicker some more. You can see that he's kind of flickering out a little bit. I grow tired.
Well, we will relight this beacon for you. We'll show
Relight the beacon and bring the light to the land. And with that, he flickers out. And you're left in this room, silent.
So, do you guys think we should
Should probably try and light that beacon. I don't know if we should talk to those guys or not.
Well, we need to find clues. You know, he said, Argynvostholt said that we must search for the clues to find a way to light the beacon. What do you
Hang
think?
on, Dad. I'm gonna have a hard time not shooting at him right away coming through the door.
Yeah, I hesitate to think that we should do it, but you know, you did get information from that other one that you met, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, and I still hold a shield of Argynvostholt. So if they're undead and they are Knights of the Order, maybe this would kind of show that we're in the same path, I guess.
Did you?
And there's a strange chance they can know where that sword is.
When you met that other cursed knight, did you do or say anything that, you know, made him talk to you at that point?
Not that I could recall. I'm trying to think of. We saw him shortly after.
Seemed to me you stepped out on the trail.
Yeah, pretty much
Just
right
said
before the falls, right?
Mm-hmm.
He showed no signs of aggression.
None to us.
A little bit, but it wasn't too bad.
He was on guard until we told him that we were fighting Strahd, and he acknowledged us as allies and moved on.
Okay, we could try that.
Try that.
Open with that.
All right.
Open, letting
also
them
have-
know that we are enemies of Strahd and that we are here to help them, and see. We could try doing that. See if that helps.
All right.
We all have.
I'll be
I'm
in
just
the
gonna
back of the bow ready.
around
All
this corner to see what's in here. Dave,
Okay.
is there anything?
A doorway or something, because they were
Just
right
call.
over here.
You guys are, Corben, you're investigating this room.
Yeah.
The walls of this room are lined with lead. Emptied chests and scattered vases lie strewn upon the floor.
So all the chests are empty.
Yeah. As you start to examine and kick around some of the pots and look in the chest, you see that all of the contents have been plundered in this room.
I'm sorry. Did you say that the bookshelves were empty?
I did not.
I'd like to take a look at the bookshelves and see what's there. Please.
Roll an investigation check.
Could I help her investigate too?
Sure.
Just because
Yeah, you,
books will be-
Mara, you can roll it with advantage. All right, so you look up on the bookshelf and it's almost empty. There is one remaining volume that lays open and overturned on one of the shelves.
I'm gonna pick it up and look at it.
All right, you can see on the spine that it says, it's titled The Oath Celestial. You can see as you turn the book over in your hands that it's partially burned. It looks as though the cover was sliced with a sword or a knife. And as you start leafing through the crumbling book, you sort of see that it's essentially like a guide, a devotional text for knights from a place called the Holy Empire of Valencia.
Mara,
Hey guys, look at this. This looks like it's got some information here. Looks like a devotional, and it looks like it was desecrated by something that came through here at some point. The Oath Celestial. So I'm going to page through this book, and I guess I'm not sure if there's anything that jumps out at the pages to me. Says the Oath Celestial. Is there an actual oath in this book, or?
With that investigation check, you're not able to really pick up too much of that. You would need to spend some time with the book at a later time, or you could do that now, but it would take some time in order to sort of study the book. But essentially what you pick up on, Mara, from that investigation roll is that it's written for warriors, holy warriors.
I definitely...
Take it with us.
Yep. Being a researcher, I guess I don't know if I'll know anything, but could I do like a history check to see if I remember reading or anything about it at some point in time?
Absolutely.
Holy crap!
You've never heard of the Oath Celestial or the Holy Empire of Valencia.
All right.
Dave,
I think...
could I make a check real quick?
Sure. History check?
History?
Yeah. You have never heard of the Oath Celestial either. It's a pretty esoteric text. You've heard rumors of an ancient empire of Valencia, but you don't recall what it is.
Well, I think this warrants a closer look later. I'm going to tuck it into my bag, and we can take a look at it when we have time to do it.
Yep. I'll approach them, and hopefully we don't get killed.
Oh, sorry.
And then while those guys are all excited about a book, I'm looking for a sword.
Stan, roll a perception check.
Yeah, I'd like to check around for any weird cabinets, like secret hidden things. Looking around for something or stash a sword in this place.
Great. So you're looking around and you don't see any swords or weapons in this room. It's pretty picked over, as if it looks to be as if someone came in here and just pillaged the whole place, especially after Corben gave you his update on that little side room.
Yep.
But you do find a loose piece of parchment on the very top of one of the bookcases.
Okay, I'd like to investigate that a little bit further.
Okay. You pull it down and grab it, and you see that it's a torn page in written some sort of script. And I'm going to, let's see if I have the journal. Hold on a second. Huh. There's a handout for this. There we go. I'm going to put this in your journals. So I don't know if you guys can see that now or not.
Yeah, I got 3 different ones. My knights have fallen.
Where,
Yep.
where should we be able to see this?
In
So,
your
like,
in
where
your
you-
character journal, you should have
Click the
access
newspaper
now.
up top.
Yep, you should
Yeah.
have access now to the Journal
Where
of
you go to
Argynvostholt.
click on your character sheet, and then right below it.
I'm sorry, I just heard 3 people saying something at the same time.
Okay.
I'll tell her.
Yeah.
It is in your character journal.
And my character journal is, see.
You would
I don't
access it. You would access it from the right panel. There's the chat, and then right next to it is the journal. If you click on that,
okay.
you
I'm
should
sorry.
see
I was someplace else. Got it. Thank you.
Come back to us, Mara. So you find this journal piece of parchment, and you share it with the group.
All right, this probably goes with that book that we found. It's no sword. Interesting and all.
Is this written in Draconic?
You guys can all read it.
So it looks like Argynvostholt wrote a last
Done by A.
hurrah.
Mm-hmm.
Remains will not lie in their rightful place in the hallowed mausoleum. So
No doubt my bones will be scattered.
I wonder if we need to get his remains into the mausoleum at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it says
Let it
my
serve as a beacon of
bones-
light against the darkness. Relight the beacon.
Yeah, he also said
Yeah,
though
get his
that
remains over.
he also said that his remains are most likely be scattered among his enemies like coins, so they're going to be all over the place.
So I
We
guess
get-
this is important. This is our assignment. It's spelled out in here somewhere how to light the beacon again.
Yep. So his bones. Maybe maybe his knights even know they're revenants. Maybe they might know some locations.
Those
Or maybe
fellows
they-
next door.
Yep. Maybe they've been seeking out and revenging them, like that night that we saw on the road.
Maybe
It gives us something to talk about with them.
Yep.
that's true.
We'll find out. You guys ready?
Still
Ready.
undead. They probably deserve to be shot, but I'll go talk to them.
Hold your arrow until we need it.
Yeah.
Want to
good
try
plan.
want to try to be friendly to start with at least.
Okay.
I'll wait for
Right,
everyone.
so let's hang on to this letter in with the book we found.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tuck it inside.
Right, so there's nothing else in here that we can grab and use. No sort of sunlight.
You guys coming?
Yeah.
Thing good in a rebel we can use.
You could certainly look around.
I'd kind of like to check the rebel quick.
All right.
Investigation.
No, that'd be a perception check, and you'd have to give me some idea of where you want to look. Are you just looking where you are right there?
As we're traveling through, I'm looking for anything valuable. I'm looking for any spider tracks, big spider webs.
Sure.
And, being a hunter, walking through all kinds of stuff.
So from that very limited path that you walk through there along the wall, you don't see a whole lot. You see that the roof over the part of the mansion here has collapsed. There's about a 20-foot diameter hole in the rafters. Up through the rafters, you can see that there are storm clouds rolling across the sky, and some of the snow that's probably up on the rooftop kind of wafts into the space a little bit. The floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, shattered beams, other debris, but without doing a more thorough search, you don't see anything.
What time of day is it?
You do see a hallway here. There's a room here. I don't know if you can see those pings at all.
No.
So there's a room here.
Okay, yeah.
There's a curtain here. There is a hallway here. And yeah, that's what you see.
No spiders, nothing I need to be worried about sneaking up behind us. No evidence that
From
there's
from
baddies
where you
behind
are
us.
right there, you don't see any you don't see any spider webs.
Okay.
Corben, I'm going to take a peek around the corner with my light here, if you don't mind. Before we go inside, I want to see if there's a possible escape route here. We don't know what we're going to be walking into here.
True.
Okay, so you walk into that space there, and you basically see what I just mentioned to Stan. There is, you can see right in this corner here, Mara, that there is an iron bathtub filled with debris. There is a torn curtain right here. And then looking back this way, you see, from what you can see from that angle and with the light that you're given, it's kind of like this larger room that opens up.
Right.
Dan's totally interested in finding a spot to take a leak before he opens that door.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna be right back.
What do the rest of you guys want to do at this point?
Everybody else want to take a break before we crack that door open? Or I'll just be super quick.
Yeah, we're not going to break.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to open the door.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Hey, Marzen, just give me just a second. I want to peek around the corner in this big room too.
Well, we're going to run into something, so let's just figure out what's...
I'm just peeking. I'm not going to go all the way in there. I'm just peeking.
I'm going to open the door and start approaching them.
Okay.
Dude,
So,
speak for us.
Marta,
Ah.
you go back to where you were, so I can at least give you a description of what you can see. You see in front of you, as you peek around the corner, a 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall with crumbled debris that leaves that hole in the ceiling. Along the walls, let's see, weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and mostly succumbed to rust. Throughout the hall, you also see the remains of other individuals that have long deteriorated and decomposed. Towards the western end of this room, you can just barely make out. I think you can just kind of see it from where you are, Mara, right here. You can see that there is a large wooden throne carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings. And it faces away from you towards 3 large windows. There's a window here. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a window here, here, and here. The throne that you're looking at is right here.
Right.
The throne faces the 3 windows.
Okay.
And roll a perception check for me. Oh yeah, you can see that there is a figure slunched over in the throne.
Okay, I'm going to back out slowly here. I'm going to very quietly say to my pals, someone.
Meanwhile, Marzen, you open the door. And as you do, you're met face to face with what looks to be a skeletonized, leathery-faced creature standing in front of you. And he says, "Why have you woken us?" Behind him, you see 4 other undead creatures that have now risen to their feet.
We are searching for a way to bring light back to the land of Bavaria. We are here to once again reignite the beacon of Argynvostholt.
He turns and looks back at his companions who are starting to kind of move into a formation. And he says, "How do you intend to relight the beacon?"
We are searching for clues of that. We are trying to find remains of Argynvost. Could I do a perception check too to see what like the rest of them look like? Are they decked out in like Order of the Silver Dragon gear and all that?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
I am not doing good with these rolls tonight, guys.
Well, what you do see is these lifeless eyes that sort of just are set in this thin, gaunt face. The armor that they do have on is beaten and damaged and torn and dented, but you do see that it does have the emblem of the Order of the Silver Dragon on its chest piece. All of them. The 5 creatures behind him all look very similar in the way that they're dressed. He looks a little bit different. He has on a different sort of uniform, but also with an emblem of the Order of the Silver Dragon. And he says, "You intend to relight the beacon. Yes, your quest is true. It will not be easy."
Nothing is ever easy in this world. But I am Marzen. There's something too that we probably, or something that you should know. We've seen the presence of Argynvostholt, a spirit of what is left for him. He is kind of given us this quest basically to relight the beacon, and he's been unable to talk to you, but he's been able to see all of his knights, and he told us to pass along a word, or some of his words, which is that he forgives you.
He just kind of looks down at the ground, and then he kind of looks at his hands that he holds out in front of him. He says, "Yes, we failed the Order, and we have walked the halls of this stronghold ever since. I'm glad that you've come, but there have been others before you. In all honesty, I don't have much hope, but I trust that you will try. And if you do succeed, we can finally move forward."
Have you been trapped within these walls this whole time?
Yes, I have not left the walls of Argynvostholt for a long, long time. Since before I died. Other adventurers have been here and have fought some of our order, and some have killed members of the order, but most have not. Most have died here on the floors of this stronghold. You see, the strangest thing is the undead in this strange place can't die again. Even the living we are a great example of cannot find their way from this place after they die. That is part of the curse that holds us all in this valley. The
Did it apply to
mists.
Strahd?
Strahd, you say?
Yes, our great enemy.
Yes, the enemy of all.
Seek
Strahd
to
is
destroy
not
him.
able to leave this place. Otherwise, I would have to assume that he would have left long ago. He is doomed as much as all of us are to exist forever in
He said he would let
agony,
us go.
despair.
Told us that he would let us go if we brought him his girlfriend.
And you believed him. I'm sorry.
Not exactly.
You can't believe a word that creature says.
But he didn't destroy us on the spot, so it's that.
Yes. He has plans
Oh.
for you.
He's been toying with us already. He's toyed with me, and I will make him remember that when we meet again.
You talk strongly, young one, and I admire that. The stronger that you grow in this place, the more toying he will do.
No, but if we can shed some light with this beacon, I think that could give people hope, and it may release you from your jail, from your eternal jail.
Yes. You're very wise. Cleric. Yes, I see your emblem of the Morning Lord. Yes,
Is there
relighting of
anything
the
you-
beacon will be a huge step in the right direction of bringing hope to this valley.
Is there anything you can tell us that can help us on our quest?
We were told specifically that there's a weapon here that would definitely help us, a sword of sunlight.
Yes, it is here.
Would you be able to show us? We may not be knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon, but one thing for sure, myself and Mara, we come from a different realm, and we are much of the same as your order. Our mission is to find evil and destroy it wherever it may be. And we definitely feel like we were given some information saying that we needed this to help defeat Strahd and bring back life and destroy the evil out of Bavaria.
Mara and Stan, because you guys have a little bit higher passive perception than the rest of the group, you see his undead eyes almost shimmer a little bit, reminiscent of kind of like eyes tearing up a little bit, but there's no tear. There's no like physical tear, but you do see sort of this sadness wash over his face. The other two don't quite notice this because it's pretty subtle. He says, "The weapon you seek is here in this stronghold, but it is in the possession of one who will not give it up easily."
Is it one of the members of yours? Is it a knight of the Silver Dragon, or is it?
He nods his head. He says, "Yes. The Lord Marshal and my beloved Vladimir has been so twisted and corrupted in his despair and shame He does not hear my name anymore. He does not hear my voice. He does not know of love and goodness. He knows of hatred, agony, and shame. He is the one who possesses this weapon, but he will not give it to you.
Do you? I started explaining that we've also seen a knight on the road, and kind of describe him to him, and trying to see. I don't think Mara. Did we ever get his name? Was it?
Might have.
We did not, but he definitely was not a friend of Strahd either.
Yep. So we describe him to him, like basically trying to see who this person is too.
You describe this creature and as if I should know who it is, but I know very little beyond the walls of this stronghold. It sounds as if you encountered a revenant. You see, when members of our order, the revenants that they are now, are killed by adventurers, the body dies. The body falls and decomposes and decays, turns to dust. But the soul lingers, as I mentioned. There's no escape for the soul, and the soul finds another body to inhabit. And they dig from shallow graves to once again walk the valley. Eventually they find their way here, but it takes time. There are many, I fear, of our order that still search for Argynvostholt, but there is nothing for them here.
What is your name?
My name? And he bows and he says, I am Sir Godfrey Gwillem, Knight
Sorry.
of the Silver Order, Order of the Silver Dragon.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear you. Sir.
Sir Godfrey Gwillem.
Typing it out, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much.
You may try to talk to Vladimir, but I fear he will turn you away. The only true way to bring light is to once again establish the beacon. I implore you to follow this quest that Argynvost has given you.
Being here, have you seen Argynvost's remains, or do you know where they might be? I know in his letter he was fearful that his enemies might have scattered his remains.
Yes. His remains lie in the mausoleum, but the corruption that has snuffed out the light of the beacon is indeed, young adventurer, the desecration of those remains. When we did war with Strahd and his legions of undead, his legions of witches and werewolves and creatures from the darkest parts of the domains of dread, there was a small coven of witches who were gifted Argynvost's skull as a prize for their loyalty to the devil. And it was on that fateful day that the silver beacon of Argynvostholt was extinguished. I believe recovering the skull, laying it to rest in the mausoleum, will reinitiate the beacon. Yes. At that point,
Okay.
the souls of these brave and once valorous knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon will be free. The curse will end. This place will once again fall quiet, but without the echoing footsteps of our failure and our sorrow and our shame.
You know where to find these witches,
Or
what
their
their
names.
or what their names are.
Sadly, I do not.
Was there any characteristics or any type of special scars or anything that they had that we would be able to tell them, like tattoos or anything that we, when we see a witch or something, we might know that it's one of them?
It was a long time ago, my friend. But what I do remember is that they were women, all of them, not a single man in their ranks.
Do you know
8,
how
maybe
many?
10 of them, led by one that seemed to be more powerful, the one that we sought to sever from their ranks, but were unsuccessful. Aside from their leader, they looked to be Barovian.
These witches don't dwell within these walls now, do they?
No, for if they did, we would have long dispatched them. I wish
Would
I
you
could
be-
help you, but I don't know what goes on out there beyond these walls.
Would you be willing to accompany us to visit Vladimir and see if we could speak with him about the Sword of Sunlight, and if there's any way we could try to convince him? I know you say he doesn't hear you, but hopefully we could come to some understanding, seeing that we're all in the same. We all want the same cause to pretty much revenge you, and also defeat the Dark Lord himself.
You assume much, my friend. I am not sure what Vladimir's purpose is, and my presence would only anger him. You must do yourself. But beware. Not all motivations are aligned.
Do you know where he is in Argynvostholt?
He sits upon the throne in the great hall. There you will find him.
Yes, I peeked around the corner and I saw somebody there, and that must have been him.
Yes, that's right around the corner here.
Is there anything else in here before we go searching for the witches that would be of use for us to look for or take with us?
Any chance you got any silver arrows around?
No, I don't.
Be happy to buy some.
Money would do me no good.
From outside of this place in the tower, we saw someone's face. Do you know who is in the tower?
Describe this face.
He had...
Stanley was the one who saw him, right?
Yes, I believe so.
You described him as a fine-looking man, long hair, thistledew hair.
Thistledown colored hair.
Thistledown, that's it. That's it.
It seems as though you describe our Our leader, Argynvost.
In human form?
He had a human form.
Oh, yes, you're not familiar with Argynvost,
We saw
the man
him as
who founded this order centuries ago. He has the ability to alter his appearance, but yes, this is the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Yes, of that we're familiar, but we had only seen him as in the form of a spectral silver dragon, not in human form. So this is helpful information. Thank you.
Yes, yes, you're very welcome.
Well, we will bother you no more in your internal awakeness.
And hopefully we can release you.
So as you start to back out, he looks over and he says, "Knight." To Corben, he says,
yes.
"Do I know you? Where have you come from?"
My name is Corben Brindel. I come to this place. I don't know. I came here looking for this order. And I come here and I find that it is in ruin. And it looks to have been that way for a long, long, long time. Which doesn't make sense to me because I heard that this place was an order of knights.
Yes.
Very much alive and fighting.
Well, if you can bring closure to this chapter of our history, we would be very grateful to you, sir. And you will have done a great duty to the Order.
I will do what I can.
Corben, as you kind of walk away, you get this really weird deja vu sense that you recognize him somehow. Not his current form, but something about his speech pattern. But you're not quite sure what it is. And with that, the four of you walk back into the hallway. And he and his soldiers go back to whatever they were doing, playing cards or something at the table.
They're playing D&D.
Yep.
Just a never-ending game.
So, what do you want to do next?
Okay, guys, we know that he's around the corner here. We want to approach Lord Vladimir Marshall.
Sure.
I'm back and forth because I feel like if we want to look at or explore Argynvostholt a little bit longer, we should do that just in case that, say, Vladimir goes rogue on us and we have to leave this place. So it's up to you guys if we want to look at it a little bit more. I feel like right now it might be the better time to do it, just in case things go sour.
Well, I mean, there's nowhere to go but through that room, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, we have
He's
to
probably listening to us right now.
Back the way we came from too, and we've never gone up the tower or anything yet.
We're on our way up there.
Oh, this is.
Yeah,
I was thinking-
this is. I mean, we're above the main entry, right? So, as far as we know, this was the only way to go upstairs. Like the way we came is the only way to go upstairs, as far as I know.
All right. Well, let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Back to the baddie.
I'm sorry, go up to the tower or go in, see this dude.
Well, I mean, we encountered that I don't know. You guys might help me remember. Remember that circular room we found, and it had 2 doors going into it. We searched that, right?
Yeah, that was a different floor though.
Yeah, that was downstairs and back off to, I guess, the east side of this building, back this way. So as far as I know, the only way to get up to the tower is through this, is up here.
It's
Like,
through
we're
right
just-
here.
Yeah, we're just going upstairs.
Where's Mara? Where was that at? Was it through here or was it in this direction?
It's like around this corner down in here. Corben peeked through there too.
But if we, well, I was saying is that we can confront him now, or we could pass him up and come back to him later on.
I don't have a strong opinion one way or another, although I will point out that right now we know where he is.
Yeah,
If we leave this area, we don't know where he will be.
and
All right.
And he just told us that he had the sword of light that you guys are looking for, correct?
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go to him then,
So I would
and
think
hopefully
that would-
It's the most important thing here.
yeah.
Well, maybe we should make a plan before we go barging in there, huh?
yeah. Who wants to speak to him and go on their behalf?
Just as soon hang back and cover y'all with arrows.
I think that's a good idea.
How about myself and Corben go up to her? For some reason, the knights him being a paladin,
Right.
Yeah.
they might see some type of recognition, and I'll definitely make sure I have my shield out and having the hilt of the Argynvostholt axe available. So hopefully he sees that we are within the order or something, that we're friends of the order.
Okay.
All right, I'll give
Okay,
Corben bardic
Hold on a minute.
inspiration.
wait a second before you go in there. I think what I'd like to do is set up some spirit guardians. Help.
As we're walking to approach him, I am going to give Corben a bardic inspiration point,
Okay.
just
Great.
for either talking or whatever you want to use for.
All right. Thank you.
And guys, if you stay within 15 feet of me, you've got the spirit guardians around you.
All right.
So I'm gonna stick kind of close behind you.
All right.
How long does that spell last, Mara?
Up to 10 minutes. I'm calling forth my my spirit. And they are flitting around us at a distance of 15 feet for the duration.
Here, 1 second. I'll move my guy over here so I could double select my.
Okay, so Mara is concentrating. It's a concentration spell. And who has the bardic inspiration? Corben?
Corben. Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to cast, if I can do both at the same time, Dark Vision and Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Really want to be quiet up there in the perimeter.
All right. Just make
I wanna
sure
be able
that
to
you,
see.
if you're casting spells, make sure that you mark down that you've used a spell slot.
Yep, I marked them both off.
Great. Okay.
And likewise.
Got it. All right.
That's and Pass Without a Trace works for the whole crew.
So Corben, you have 49 hit points total. Is that correct? Oh, we might have lost him. Okay, so you are going to enter into the room, and before we do that, let's take a 10-minute break.
All right,
And we'll start back up at 8:37.
got it. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Sweet. All right, so Corben and Marzen are going to approach. Mara, you're going to stay by that corner there.
Well, I have to stay within 15 feet of them, but I'm going to stay behind them.
Okay.
Then Dave, I cast Dark Vision,
And pass without a
turn
trace.
in the corner and pass without a trace.
So are you kind of
Right, I can see.
sneaking into position? Is that what you're doing, Stan?
Yep, I am.
All right, roll
I'm gonna stay out
a
here
stealth
in the-
check for me.
And my stealth survival gets a +10.
Right, because of pass without a trace. Whoa, nice.
Oh my.
You feel very well hidden. There's plenty of rubble and things to hide behind too. So from where you are right there, you're pretty well hidden. And you have a pretty good view on the room too, so that's a good spot. All right, so Corben and Marzen and Mara, are you trying to approach like with stealth, or are you just kind of stepping forward carefully, or what's your approach like? Just to give me sort of a vibe.
Walking, making our presence notice, but not like running up to him. So just walking up to him like it would be approaching like a like a king or something like that that's sitting on a throne.
Okay.
And non-aggressively, but making presence known.
Okay. So you guys can move forward.
I'm waiting for the two guys. I'm behind them.
So right about there, Marzen and Corben, you see that there's definitely this really beautiful ornate throne that's right in front of you, about 5 to 7 feet away, and there is a figure slumped in the throne, and you can kind of you can't really see a whole lot from where you are because you're kind of right behind the throne, but you can tell that there's a figure on the throne.
Is the throne isn't facing us, right? It's facing
Correct.
the windows.
It's facing the windows. Yep. And there's no movement or response or anything from your presence at this point.
All right. I'll speak. I'll say, Sir Vladimir. My name is Marzen. We are here on behalf of the Order to help bring light to this valley of darkness. We are requesting your presence. Then I'll just sit there and wait.
Okay. Your voice echoes through this rather large hall. So the map is a little deceiving, but it's 30 feet wide and 10, 20, 50 feet long. It's quite a large hall. You give this sort of eloquent introduction to yourself, but there's no response. All you see is you don't see any movement at all from whoever or whatever is slouched in this chair has not moved or responded to your presence.
I'll look to Corben and kind of like, what do you want to do? Yep.
So let's choose one side. Let's not split up. Let's stay next to each other. We'll choose one side to go and kind of creep around. Should we do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
I'll follow. I'll
Okay.
follow your lead.
All right. Let's go up around this way and see if that elicits a response.
To the sword, including on the slumped guy.
As you get to that
Hanging on
point
the
right
wall.
there, guys, you see now this. You can fully see this man is sitting in this throne, and he's large in stature, but he's slumped over, his shoulders hanging low, his head down. What you can see from his hands are some of the only thing that you can see right now of his body, what body there is, or it's just this tight, gaunt, ashen white skin. And you can see that one of the hands is wrapped around the hilt of a sword, and the sword's blade appears to be broken from the hilt. He's just got his hand on the hilt of the sword.
There's no movement whatsoever from him.
No.
Could I see where he's looking? Like, in what direction he is?
Yeah, well, you can't see his eyes because he's kind of slumped forward, but if he's looking at anything, it would appear that he's looking down at the ground between his feet.
I'll call out to him again. Sir Vladimir, we are here for the. I'll just be straight up. We're here for the sword of what is it? Sword of sunlight.
Oh, I'm not sure myself.
Yes, sword of sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
The sun sword.
That's what I said. We are here for the sun sword.
He still no movement.
Hold on, I think I got a spell for this.
Okay.
Give me a second.
I was just looking at mine too to see if there was anything that.
I'm going to cast a spell called. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And right next to where he's at, like basically. Here, let me see if it's whisper, scream, create a sound, illusion. Never mind. Sorry. What did you want to do? So I guess Marzen's just gonna look at you guys again, like trying to see if you guys have any thoughts on what to do next.
I'm gonna peel to. I'm gonna peel. I'm gonna peel a little bit differently. Kind sir, we've traveled very far we've traveled far and we're here in love and in light to try and release your soul from this prison, and we need your help.
You get no response.
All right, Corben's just gonna poke him with his sword.
Before you do, I was gonna say something about Strahd. See if that like gets his attention.
Okay.
You want to poke him first, or I guess as you're going to poke him, I'll kind of touch your shoulder real quick before you do that. Like one last thing type of thing. Like we are here to defeat Lord Strahd. And seeing if he says it, any movement or anything after he said that.
None.
All right, so I kind of present my hand like fucking poke away.
All right.
So Corben, you reach out with your sword to poke him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you do, you see his arm just reach up really quickly and just bash it out of the way with his forearm. And he stands and he says, "A corpse should be well left alone." And he stands and he looks at you with these hollow, lifeless eyes. And he stands about 6'4", towering, human, gaunt, pale, shriveled skin just stretched across his skull, thinning hair on top. What's left of his hair just kind of messy and almost like falling out. It looks patchy in places, but he definitely looks as if he is another one of these reverent creatures. And he looks at you, Marzen, and he says, "There is no defeating Strahd. You will leave it be. Outsiders like you should not meddle in the eternal damnation of this despicable fiend."
Have you no honor left in you? This evil has desecrated your order and killed Argynvostholt, and you sit here with no hope left.
Honor. My honor has disappeared with my life. We now hold sway on this realm with no power other than to relish in the idea that Strahd only exists through a delicate balance of hope and despair, power and powerlessness. He is tormented so beautifully. That is our revenge for what he has done to our order. Now, you must go. And he sits back down in the chair.
And sir, for Godfrey, we've seen him and we've spoken to him, and we've also spoken to the spirit of Argynvostholt. He says that he forgives you all, and he wants us to light the beacon. We need your help to do that, sir.
He scoffs. I cannot help you. There's no reason to change anything. It matters little what your quest is. The years will pass, and you will see the truth as I have.
Then you should have no disagreements if we take the Sword of Light. If you are without honor and if you're without hope, you say you're a corpse, but you're a corpse of the Knights of the Silver Dragon. It's like, look at us and see what we have. We hold your emblems for our weapons, our shields. The order has never been fully destroyed. It's just been weakened just to grow once more. It's like, you must help us out, or if you do not wish to help us, then allow us to retrieve the Sword of Sun, or the Sword of Sunlight.
He stands up and he moves in front of you quickly, and then he points back in the chamber into this area right in here. And he says, "There is your good intentions. There lies the remains of do-gooders such as yourselves that have asked for my help in the past. Look at them now. Look at their fates. This is where their rudeness and their folly has led them. What would you do with this weapon?" And he kind of holds it up in his hand, and it's just the hilt of a sword. "What would you do with this if I were to give it to you? Tell me this."
We would show the people that there is still light, that the order still exists, that there's still hope. It's the Sword of Sunlight. That in these dark times and times of darkness, there is still just the ounce of it. Yes, I get that there's been dark times, but a force flourishes so much more once it's been engulfed in flames, and it grows even stronger and brighter. It's like hope is the same way. It seems like it's been there. All we need is an ounce, just a seed, and this weapon, and with us wearing the armor and showing that order exists, showing that there's still hope. It will bring people. It will help us counter Strahd and make him responsible for what he's done.
You can roll a persuasion check if you'd like. You see him kind of grimace when you say the devil's name, but you can try a persuasion if you want to. He looks
Finally
at you.
some decent rolls.
So, yeah.
A plus 11 doesn't help too much.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
He looks at you and says, I would never give this to you if you were to turn around and use it to release Strahd from this realm for your own foolhardy quest. You see, Strahd is in his own terrible hell on this plane already. To kill him would be to give him mercy. After what he's done to me, to Godfrey, to Argynvostholt and our men. No. You make a strong plea. Well said. And if you leave now, I will not kill you. But no, I will not give this to you. Strahd is where he belongs.
You say he's in misery, but yet he still holds over this land like a dark hand. What if we were not to kill him, but to pull that power that he still holds? He might be in despair that's currently there, but he's still causing it to everybody else. What if we put him into a weakened state where we could lock him away for the rest of his days?
Don't you see? He is locked by the very essence of what this plane is bound by. The dark powers hold him here. He is no more able to travel beyond the mist than you or any of us. You ask for a beacon to bring hope to the people. This place was that beacon. Now, this broken sword, so many have sought. And for what? To bring mercy to the people of this valley? They are but collateral damage in this hateful torment. They mean nothing. There is no meaning. There is only agony.
Or if there's no meaning, if you've given up, what is the harm in letting us move forward and not just bring light to those of you whose souls are in torment, but to those who are living, who have to live under this shroud every day? These are people you used to defend as a knight. Took an oath, sir.
These people and their leaders have made their own decisions over the ages. There is only one way to release us from this torment, and that is to relight the beacon. But that is a dangerous path that others have taken. Do you see the light of the beacon now? No.
Have those others had the sword of sunlight with them? Maybe that's the key. You're holding on to this as a way to prevent anyone from succeeding. If it's not about freeing the world from the darkness, what about bringing light back to the order? You're still sitting here. You said this used to be a place of light to show the people that goodness still could triumph. You're still sitting on this throne. The people and the knights of the order are still here, even after death, with their intentions to still become knights of the Silver Dragon and bring peace to it. What if this sword that you've been holding is the key to be able to finally ignite the beacon once again?
I have heard enough of this. If your quest is to restore the beacon, so be it. But I will not give you a weapon that I know from your own very words you will use to release Strahd from this hell that he has created for himself. Now, speak not another word. And he puts his hand on the hilt of a giant great axe that he has in a scabbard on his side.
I'm gonna look at Mara and Corben and kind of like sad and smile at them. Then I'll turn back to Vladimir and say, if you won't give it to us, then I will take it from you. It's like, what hold do you have to say to prevent happiness for everyone else just because you're on your own terms? Then I'm gonna attack him.
Roll
And I'm
initiative.
gonna shoot him. Oh my!
Oh boy, here we go.
Hold on. Let me just clear this out.
Stanley rolls high.
Oh shit! The light's getting involved in this battle.
Oh, we gotta select here.
So he's got the sword of sunlight in one hand, and he just reached the other hand to go after the axe.
All right. So do we have 1, 2, 3, 4? You got everybody in there?
Yeah.
22.
Am I?
Dave, so he's got the
Hold on a
sword
sec.
of sunlight.
Just hold on a
One
sec.
at a time.
Yep. Okay, so as you draw your weapon or begin your aggressive attack, you actually, there's some creatures that have some held actions here. There are 2 revenants of sorts, some sort of phantom creature that apparate behind you. And let's get them into initiative here. Okay. All right, so Stan, yes, you see that he draws a great sword from his scabbard as Marzen is talking and getting a little bit more and more aggressive.
He has the other hand on the sun sword or sword of sunlight?
From your perspective, you can't see that.
Okay. I'm going to fire an arrow through the wrist of his hand on the great axe.
Okay.
And
Actually, Vladimir rolled a natural 20. I didn't notice that, so he should actually go first. So hold that, Stan. We'll use your roll. He is going to. You thought I wasn't going to notice that, Ben?
I thought it was green.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. Sorry.
I wouldn't have either.
Hey, I'm not the DM here. It's not my character.
No.
He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
I did see it. I was like, oh, maybe he's just being nice to us. Let us have at least one hit before we die.
So Mara, he's going to make a wisdom save because he's in your radius of your spirit guardians.
Yeah.
6.
Oh,
Okay. So roll damage.
he takes 2d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
$12 radiant.
Yep.
Okay. Your spiritual guardians, they just kind of tear into him, and you kind of hear this sizzling sound. And he swings with his greatsword twice on Marzen.
I'm going to set up a wording flare. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna put up a warding flare.
Okay, you're gonna use your reaction to put up a warding flare.
Yeah,
So he rolls at disadvantage, correct?
that's correct.
All right, hold on a sec.
Should be a straight roll though, because there's Revenant.
Yeah, he's got you. He's got you flanked. 22 to hit.
Yep, 22 damage.
Yep.
Damn, that's not good, guys.
Oh my god.
A lot of damage.
That is like more than half my damage.
He sees how much he hurt you, and he actually moves over. Or actually, he doesn't need to move. His second attack is against Corben. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I would be down.
18 slashing damage. And then he says, "Is this what you want?" That's the end of his turn. And that brings us to Stan. Now, Stan, you fire an arrow.
Yeah, fire an arrow.
24 hits for 8 piercing.
Then, as a bonus action, I'd like to put Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. You will not get the damage bonus, unfortunately, because you didn't do that before you attacked. But he is Hunter's marked.
I'd like to
You do have a
attack
second
again,
attack,
fire
though.
another arrow at him.
Yep. And that will miss, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Anything else, Stan?
I'm going to stay right where I am. And can't do Colossus Slayer because it didn't hit.
Right.
And I've got no spells to
No, you wouldn't be able
put him
to.
right there.
Yeah, I think you're done. Unless you want to move.
I'm done. I'm going to stay right there.
Okay.
Nice and concealed.
As you
Range.
fire off your shots, you see 2 creatures appear in front of you.
Yeah.
They look angry.
They look angry and they're awful close.
Yeah.
I don't like any of that.
Marzen. What are you gonna do,
just
buddy?
I'm gonna cast this thing at him, not as a level. It's DC 16, Desolate Whispers,
Okay.
and that's not the roll I'm casting at as higher level. So give me a second. Or does it hit him first? I guess I'm gonna cast it as a level 3 spell.
Okay. Let's see. Wisdom save.
Yep.
19.
So it saves, so he doesn't go, and he takes half damage.
Okay. And what kind of damage is it? Psychic?
It is. I think it's psychic. Psychic damage. Yep.
Okay. So he takes half of that. Got it.
All right. I need to go back to. It's kind of weird how the rolls are on this. All right. I'm gonna have to roll 3d6 separately. For theirs,
What are you rolling for now?
I'm trying to roll for damage. It's
Oh, it wasn't the
3d6.
12?
No, because it's not. It's not including everything that's in there. It's 3d6 as a normal. Then for every spell above it, it's additional.
So just roll one more d6.
Oh, that's a level 1 spell, and I'm casting it as level 3. So it should be 2 more d6.
Okay.
So I guess use my first roll and or whatever roll you want to do, and I got
Okay, so 14.
2 ones after that.
So
Yeah.
he takes 7 damage. Okay.
Then
2 ones.
Bardic Inspiration to Mara. Say, I'm not looking too good, Mara. I'm gonna need some of your help, and give her 1 Bardic Inspiration, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. That's the end of your turn, Marzen?
Yep.
Okay. Stan, this kind of weird phantom-looking warrior that operated in front of you is going to step forward, get up in your business, and it has this. You can see it's carrying this spectral longsword, and it's going to slash at you twice with it. Or actually, he's got a battle axe. He's got a battle axe, not a sword. Sorry. What was that?
Any chance I can get my bow staff ready to defend myself from that attack?
Do you have a reaction that you can do? I don't think you do.
It would sure be nice if I did.
I don't think you do. But if you do, let me know. In the meantime, he's going to attack. He swings his battle axe twice. The first is a
favorite enemy.
20 to
It's
hit,
an undead.
and the second is an
20 would hit.
18 to hit.
Those would
So this
both hit.
glowing axe just swings at you twice really quickly. And you take a total of 20 force damage.
20 or 24?
20.
Ouch.
Ouch is right. This looks bad. Mara, you look around and you can see that this does not look like a winning battle.
It does not look like a winning battle.
Your friends are being cut down.
But I'm going to channel divinity and turn undead.
Okay.
Means all of the undead within 30 feet of me, and I couldn't need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at the description real quick. Yeah, it'd be great if you could put it in there, but I'm gonna look it up as you're doing that.
I don't know if it'll come up because it's on this inside. About that.
Yep, that did it.
That worked. Okay. That's pretty sweet. All right. So I need to do some wisdom saves for anybody within 30 feet of Mara. So that's going to be obviously these three here. That guy, these two guys are not part of it over here, unfortunately. They're just outside. All right, so we'll start up here with this guy. Wisdom save, 9.
Oh,
Okay. So
which means he is instantly destroyed if its challenge rating is 1/2 or below.
he is not instantly destroyed, I'll tell you that much.
Son of a gun. Gosh darn it. It was worth a try.
Yeah, right. But he still, he must spend its turns for 1 minute trying to move as far away from you as he can. Okay, that's good to know. Doesn't take any damage though, right? Can't
Well,
take any
actually,
damage.
I've still got the spiritual weapon going here, or I'm sorry, the spirit guardians going.
Yep, and they will they will have to roll on their turn, correct? So this guy's gonna do his save, wisdom.
Actually, it says when it enters the area for the first time. Really, they should have thrown, as soon as they appeared, they should have thrown wisdom saving. If I'm reading this right.
Well, okay, that sounds good. In any case, we'll do this first. So this one rolled a 10 for his wisdom save against the turn undead. So what's your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is where's my spell save DC? God, it's been so long. It's been so long. Armor class. Where the hell am I? Where the hell is my spell save DC?
It's on the top of your magic spells page.
Spells page, yep.
That's it. I'm sorry, 15.
Okay, so both the turn undead affected both of those guys, and Vladimir Horngard, it did not.
I have a gun. He's the one that I wanted.
Hold on a second. I'm just reading Spirit Guardians real quick. Okay, so they do need to make some wisdom saves for that too. So let me do that. You said your DC was 15? Blah, 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 blah. That guy fails. The one on the left fails. And the one on the right fails. So roll your, okay, 14. Great.
Guy 1 gets 14. Guy 2 gets 15.
Okay.
Nice rolls.
Yeah, those are great. Math.
That's radiant damage.
Got it. Okay. And this guy. Guy takes 15, you said. Okay. Nice. All right. Anything else, Mara?
And actually, I think that's all I can do because I that would be my action, correct?
Yep, the channel divinity
turn
was your
on
action.
the turn undead, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to use bardic inspiration to get rid of one of these dudes, hopefully.
How are you gonna use your bardic inspiration?
I can add, right? I don't have it in front of me. I'm sorry.
You can. Are you a Valor bard? Is that what you are? Marzen?
Yeah, she could add a damage pretty much any roll you want.
It's
you
an
could add.
attack. It's a weapon attack damage, though, isn't it?
Um,
I don't think it would apply to channel divinity damage.
Bardic inspiration.
What about Spirit Guardian?
Let's look at it just to double check.
Here's this one. Weapon damage.
College of Valor. It's
Yep,
called Combat Inspiration, right?
Yeah, I just linked it. It's weapon damage. It's on the chat right now.
Okay, so that's not technically weapon damage, Mara.
From a gun. All right.
However, just keep in mind that you can also use it defensively.
Yeah.
If something attacks you, you can use it to add to your armor class. Yep. I'm going to give you a little icon so we remember. All right. Anything else, Mara?
I think that's all I can do
Okay.
at this point.
Stan. Oof. This other guy in front of you is going to swing. He's going to actually punch you. 20 to hit.
Ah, damn it. Yes, that hits.
That's 10 bludgeoning. And then he is going to hit you again with his fist attack. Where he's going to try to essentially hit you with the hilt of the greatsword, or no, not the greatsword, the battle axe. Oof.
Oh, God.
22.
Yep. Oh, hold on a sec.
Yeah,
That's the wrong
those
guy.
Are coming up as,
Yeah, that's the
they're
wrong
coming
guy.
up as Vladimir.
Yep, wrong guy. Hold on.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
Go back. We'll replay that. He's gonna instead of all that, he's gonna use his battle axe because he doesn't have a fist attack. 23, so 5 force damage on the first attack, and 16. I don't think that hits, does it?
Yeah, 16.
Oh,
hits.
all right. So 10 total force damage.
Are they rolling with advantage, Dave?
They don't have advantage. I'm just taking the left number
I see.
as that's how you do that instead of toggling off. And hold on one second. Oh, that's weird. Okay, Corben. You haven't had a chance to do anything yet.
No.
You've taken a pretty substantial hit with the greatsword, and you've also seen Marzen take a pretty sizable hit, and now you've got not only this guy in front of you, but you've got 2 creatures behind you as well.
Yeah, aren't they moving away though? The 2 creatures
On their
behind?
turn, they will, but I don't know if
All right.
I'm not sure if Corben
Okay.
would know any of that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. To use my bardic inspiration, I have to say it ahead of time, right?
Actually, you don't. With combat inspiration, you can. Let's see.
And that helps on attack rolls.
You can add the number
After you roll.
after
before-
you roll, but before you know if the hit is successful or not.
Okay. Okay.
So that just allows you to like roll, and if it's a really high roll, you can be like, I'm not going to use it.
Okay. So I am going to. One second. All right, I'm going to cast Hold Person on Vladimir.
Okay. right. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. And he makes it.
Oh, what did he roll?
Actually, he doesn't have to roll
Oh.
because he's not a person. He's not a humanoid.
Oh God, are you serious?
Yeah.
This is good news too.
Oh,
My game plan was to make him run away so we could swipe at him, and if you hold him down, he ain't running away.
all right, there goes that spell slot.
Shoot.
Okay.
Well, you guys made it to Argynvostholt anyways.
Yeah, we're just not gonna make it out.
Very good right now, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Come on, guys.
not looking great.
Bardic inspiration. Come on.
Got a really good second character or third character coming up. It's gonna be a revenant from Argynvostholt.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're basically you're gonna be like the cleaning crew at Argynvostholt.
All right.
So you use your action to cast your spell. Is there anything else that you want to do?
I guess I will. Oh God, let's see. All right, I guess I'll just attack. I don't know.
Well, you used your action to cast a spell.
I do have an extra attack though, right?
Well, in order
that
to
doesn't-
attack twice, you have
It
to
has to
take
be
the
melee
attack
attack.
action on your turn.
Okay,
It's kind of like an all or nothing sort of feature.
great.
Do you have any bonus actions?
I
So if you have bonus actions, or if you have, you have movement.
Yeah, but I can't move at this point.
And you've
without-
got some fighter bonus actions, I believe.
No, I don't have. I'm paladin.
Oh yeah,
so-
you're a paladin. Why did I think you were a fighter?
Well, I'm a fighter in our other game, Dave.
Oh. That's why.
Yeah. Jesus.
Don't you have... You don't have any bonus actions that you can do?
I do have a bonus action. I will. Shit. That's not. I have bonus actions.
Bonus action, plead for your life. No, that wasn't a joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was a logical question.
Wow. Jeez. Like, I don't have any bonus actions that will... Alright, I'm just gonna... One minute is like one round, right?
No. Well, a round is 6 seconds, approximately.
Oh, okay. Alright, so... For future hope, I guess I will cast Divine Favor on him.
I don't know. Is that a... The only way you'd be able to cast that is if it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Because you already used an action to cast, so I don't know if you have anything else.
Well, that's a bonus action, it says.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah, go ahead. What is it?
It just empowers future attacks.
think you're still... What is it, a cantrip?
No, it's a spell.
Like a level something spell?
Level 1 spell.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't. You're
yeah.
not able to do that.
Okay.
During one turn, you can only do a leveled spell
Oh.
and a cantrip. You can't do 2 leveled spells, even if it is a...
I see.
Yep.
Well, then I definitely can't do anything right now.
Okay.
Right. Yeah,
So you can move.
well, not without provoking attack, correct?
I mean, that would be a logical assumption.
No, I'm gonna hold right here.
Okay. Let's see. So I need to make wisdom saves, right, Mara, for the Phantom Warrior that's next to you?
Which one? Oh, can you ping the one that you're... Yeah.
Both of these guys are coming up now. So
Yeah.
this is only the first round. Holy crap. Okay.
God.
Is that true? They have to do a wisdom save at the beginning of their turn, correct? Okay. A lot of wisdom saves. 3 fails. So roll damage.
Fail.
And the other one, 16.
Oh, that one makes it.
So he only takes half damage, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so he takes 6. Those spiritual guardians are doing a nice job.
The 12 was for the first guy. I haven't
Yep, I got it.
rolled.
Oh, you're going to roll twice? Got it.
Well, take half of that 21, would you?
Holy shit. Yeah, I will. Nice.
Kiss my ass while you're at it.
I'll pass. All right. Right after they take their damage, they disappear. They kind of fade away. And
Does it provoke like opportunity attack at all?
Nope.
Or they got it?
Phantoms.
okay. They still have to conform to the Channel Divinity spell, though, which they're doing right now. All right. So, boom, boom. Brings us back to Vladimir. He just looks... You look at him, Marzen and Corben, and I guess Mara as well. He just looks so disappointed. And so, like... Ugh. He's like, really? This is what you want? Leave now with your lives, or I will kill you. He holds for the moment. Stan, it's your turn. He's gonna ready an action.
I'm gonna try to stealth scoot my way out from in front of these two.
Okay.
I still have my spell on.
Where are you gonna try to go? Which direction?
I'm gonna try to go to my left.
Okay.
Scoot off to the side, using my not dissonant whispers. That's without a trace.
Okay. So you're gonna try to stealth away from these two phantoms.
I'm gonna try to stealth away from these two phantoms.
Okay. Roll a stealth check and move your token to where you want to move to. Okay.
Out all the way to the corner.
Okay. They let you leave.
Haha! And then I'm gonna fire on the nearer one to me with the longbow.
All right.
And before I do that, I can't move Hunter's Mark because I already got it on Vladimir, right?
Correct. He would have to die first.
Just fire on him first, the nearer one.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Then I'm going to fire on him again with Colossus Slayer because I injured him. So I shoot first and then Colossus Slayer second, correct?
Yeah, yep, exactly. So if you hit with the next attack, it will do Colossus Slayer damage.
That ought to hit.
That does hit. 19, yep. So roll your Colossus as well. Okay. Stan, as you watch, you're pretty attuned to hunting monsters and all sorts of things. You get the sense that your arrows are just flying through these things, and they sort of like spit out the back of them. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that there's some damage happening, but not what you'd hoped for.
Yeah.
All right.
What should we
Marzen.
do here? We should think about leaving. Not positive we're going to win.
I agree.
Your turn, Marzen.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Or that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And just stick right there.
Okay. So use your action to
It would have
dash.
been really nice if I could have cured wounds.
Yep, use action dash.
The Phantom Warrior that Stan hit with the arrows that flew through him right here sees you coming, Marzen, and just starts laughing. Just looks at you with cold, dead eyes. Mara.
I'm going to take my cue. I'm going to move too.
Okay. Anything else?
Actually, before I go, can I say a cantrip on Corben? Resistance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I have to touch him before I run away.
Yeah.
So I've touched him, and
It's kind of like a tag you're it moment.
keep it clean, guys.
It's pretty clean.
Tag you're it? There's nothing dirty about that.
I heard some snickering somewhere. I don't think my resistance is here on my list.
Ooh, not prepared.
No, it's. Oh,
All right.
thought I had it. None of my cantrips are on there. Why is that? It's this one right here.
Okay. So you cast that on. So at that point, when you cast resistance, your spirit guardians disappear.
Yeah, they would disappear anyway because he's going to be outside of my circle. So
Okay. Anything else? You've done your action. That's all you can do. All right.
Yep.
That brings us to the second Phantom Warrior. He's going to move right there. And oh, he's going to just stare you down, Marzen. Corben?
I'm going to take that as a cue to leave as well. If I take the dash, how much movement do I get?
You get your full movement. So you get your movement, and then if you dash, you get your another full movement. So you get 60 feet total
Okay.
if your movement's 30.
I will do that.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to keep going here.
Okay.
And I'll stop right here.
Okay. Now that Mara's moved, these two, you're chasing these two guys around with your channel divinity, which is kind of funny. You guys can't really see them because they're in the ethereal plane, but they're now they're running back the other way. Vladimir. Any of you that look back towards him just see him move back to the throne and take his seat. And at this point, you guys get the sense that they're following his orders to let the foolish do-gooders leave. Unless any of you have any intentions on attacking, we can drop out of the
I got
the turn
something
order.
I'm gonna do.
All right, go ahead.
I'll see. So
Well, hold on. Before you do that, Stan, is there anything that you want to do?
Did I injure Vladimir? Put one arrow through his arm, I think. And the second one didn't hit, right?
Correct. You did do damage on him.
And how's he sitting? That throne is like facing...
Away from you. You have no shot at him from where you are.
You got no shot at him. The throne is covering him, and
Yep.
the silhouette is...
He basically has full
Right.
cover.
And got plenty of space between me and those bad guys, so I could make my way. Move first.
are you gonna attack or are you not gonna attack? I think that's what he's trying to.
I'm gonna move here, and then let's see. So if I don't attack, if I cast a spell, I might lose my extra attack.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna put an arrow in through first guy that I've been picking on.
Okay.
Probably not gonna.
That one misses.
More time. Right.
That one hits.
Then also good Colossus Slayer damage.
Yep.
I would like to cast Heal Wounds on myself.
Is that a bonus
Cure
action?
Wounds. Yeah, bonus action Cure Wounds.
Okay. So how much damage total? 13 halved. 7. You gonna roll your cure wounds? Or did you already? Stan?
I don't think Q wounds is in a bonus action, Stan.
Isn't?
No, it's an action.
Yeah, it's an action. So you'll
Guess
have
I
to
can't
wait.
do that then.
Okay.
I'll make my stand with that.
Okay. Marzen?
All right, so I'm gonna yell out like, "Fine," since we are no longer welcome. Everyone come to me so I could draw our teleportation circle and leave this place. And I'm going to start casting a spell that's going to take a minute. So basically announcing that we're leaving and having everyone come to me so we could teleport out of this place.
Okay, that's your action.
Yep, so I'm going to start casting a spell.
Got it.
And it's going to take a minute to do.
All right. Stan, this spectral warrior in front of you kind of looks at you confused as you fling arrows at him.
Mm-hmm.
And he hesitates for a moment. And you just hear from the throne, "Very well." And this creature steps forward and attacks you with the axe. And you don't know this, but you are flanked. So he has advantage.
Am I flanked?
Another spectral warrior apparates behind you.
I'm going to put up another warding flare, please.
Oh, good call. Okay. So that'll
Thank
be
you.
disadvantage. That was a very good call, Amara. First attack with warding flare. 12.
Ooh, 12 is not going to hit.
Nope. The second attack.
Does my warding flare count on both?
Nope.
20.
20 to hit for 9 force damage.
20 does hit. 9 force still up.
Okay. That is that creature's turn.
Flanked.
Mara.
We're still in initiative, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, we had our chance.
You
to leave.
almost were out of it.
Yeah.
Almost we're out of it.
Stan,
But
I
would
swear
have
to
done
God.
it.
Attacking.
All right. The first thing I'm going to do is a thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And just say very loudly to the room. Are leaving this place. But please believe when we say we are leaving with light and love, and hope you can find it in your heart. And then I'm going to hit us with a mass healing bird.
Nice. How long does that take?
Sound of that.
That is instantaneous.
Okay, that's your bonus action. So up to 6 creatures of your choice within 60 feet regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. And I think your spellcasting ability modifier is wisdom, so whatever your wisdom bonus is. It's your wisdom bonus plus a 1d4.
Great, so get a 1d4 going here. That would be 10.
Your wisdom modifier is plus 7.
I'm so sorry. My mistake. That would be 7.
7.
Okay, so I'm assuming that it's everybody in your party, Shannon?
Everybody in my party, yes.
Got it.
7. And then, yeah.
Nice. Where's everybody at with hit points?
I'm 10.
19 now.
38.
38.
Okay.
You guys are doing a lot better than I am.
Anything else, Mara?
No, because I don't want to attack anything, so no.
Okay. Marzen, you are working your magic as fast as you can, and standing above you is this phantom warrior creature.
All right.
And
I'm just as a reaction, unless something hits me, I'm just gonna basically just tell Corben to stay close, so that way we could transport out of here or teleport out of here. We're not welcome here, type of thing.
okay. But what I was going to say is you see this creature look at you and then move to join the other warriors and attack the ranger.
All right. I will not do anything to it, even though it provoked opportunity attack.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right. 25 to hit. Stan, 12 force damage.
Force.
Mm-hmm.
Down. It'll knock me right to the floor. -2.
And he swings with his second attack as well. For 5 more damage and 1, well, it's a critical hit because you're down. I can't remember how that works with death saves.
It's 2. If he gets hit while he's already down, it's automatic 2 failures.
Yep, so you have 2 failed death saves, Stan.
Holy shit.
The floor hard.
Corben, you watch as Stan drops as he just gets sliced with 2 massive attacks from these creatures that have pretty much surrounded him. And now they're standing over his body as it hits the floor. What do you do?
I'm going to disengage.
Good plan.
And move down here.
Okay.
I'm not going to attack those guys. Sorry.
Phantom Warrior's turn. He's just gonna they're just looming over you, Stan, as you're gasping for breath. But they're just kind of watching you now with slight amusement, but sorrow in their eyes as well. Vladimir Horngard, you just hear his voice echoing, saying, "Do not stay here any longer. I will not give you a second chance." And then, Stan, I need you to make a death save. Please roll a 10 or higher.
Oh, God. No.
Stan, with your last dying gasp of air, do you have any last words before you pass into the mists?
Long live the range.
Oh, my God.
You had to attack him, man.
What?
I had to shoot 2 more arrows.
And with that, Stan's lifeless body just slumps in a heap. And an action being held by these Phantom Warriors, as he does, they all fade into the ethereal plane, leaving Stan's dead body lying on the ground. I don't think we're still in.
Is he gonna allow us to, or allow me to finish casting my spell?
There is nobody, none of the Phantom Warriors, to your knowledge, are near you.
All right. So I'm gonna just stay there, saying basically, we are leaving. I was like, as soon as I was like, I'm sorry for interrupting you. So I'm just gonna kind of keep casting my spell this is the third round now, and just hoping that he allows me to finish so we could be on our way. And I'm not gonna do anything, so I don't know if they're gonna attack us anymore or.
Okay, you're working on your spell.
Yeah.
Mara, anything that you want to do while he's working on his spell?
I'm just being ready if somebody should attack.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
So
I'm
you're-
sorry. I'm sorry. I've got a question because it's been a while since somebody croaked.
Okay.
Is it too late for a spare the dying?
Yeah, you would have had to do that before he failed his third death save. Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. Thank you.
I was just about to ask to see if we could drag his body, so when I finish casting our spell and be out of here, we could take him with. He's already passed.
All right. So Amara, anything that you want to do? Otherwise, yeah. Is there anything that you want to do? Otherwise, we'll drop out of initiative order, unless you plan on attacking.
I think we can. No, I'm not going to attack.
Okay. So we'll drop out of initiative. And the hall again is silent as you complete your spell.
All right, so as I complete my spell, you guys see a black dome go around us in a 10-foot radius. And I cast Timey, the hut spell. And he cannot see through this bubble. He just sees it as a black orb. And we could still see him. So for the next 8 hours, no one could come in here. And since you guys are in here, we're set. So I'm taking a rest. And basically, I guess what I'm going to talk to Mara and Corben and say, right now he thinks that we teleported out of here. It's up to you guys. We could rest in here and leave before he notices us, because he doesn't see us. Or I could keep casting this, and we could use this as a way for preventing him from escaping and basically taking pop shots at him, and hopefully that we could bring him down. It's up to you guys, but we could talk about it for 8 hours, I guess, until the spell's over.
Yeah, I think if we can go, if we do decide to go back, we should have a plan. A little more of a plan, I guess, than last time.
That's what we're doing right now. We didn't go anywhere. We're still right here.
I know. I'm just saying that however, if you two feel very strongly that we should attempt to go up to the tower or take some other action, my ears are open. But
all right.
Either way is fine with me. I think.
My plan is to rest here. Then as soon as the 8 hours is up, I'm going to recast the spell, basically locking them in this room while the two of you guys take a step out of the dome and shoot them or attack them. Then you guys could retreat back into the dorm where he can't hurt us. The thing is, I can't
still hurt it. I was just going to say, he can still hurt us by just bringing back all those phantoms and overwhelming us again.
They can't come in here though, so that's what I don't know. I don't think he could heal himself, so it's like.
Well, he's seriously beyond our abilities. I'm pretty sure.
Right, but we could, unless we keep chipping away at him here.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Because if we step out, you guys could shoot at him with an arrow or whatever, and hurt him. And it could take a while, but you guys could keep retreating into the circle where you're completely protected. So even if you get overwhelmed, if we do one at a time, so say here's a circle right here, right, and it ended right here in the square. So if you pop out right here as an example, so if you come right here out of it, shoot him, then retreat in, and say if you go down, one person could be right here and drag you back into the circle before you die, or just keep spare the dying type of thing.
But he could instantly, have those guys pop up around, on either side of us again.
Yeah, but
what's the radius on it?
10-foot radius.
So
off of me.
you could have it go out to like here.
Yep. But
Well,
in
I don't have I have a spear. I don't have a ranged weapon.
you could use. We could
I
you could grab the bow from Stan.
I've got a bow, and I also have some fiery spells I can send his way. I've got Sacred Flame, I've got Burning Hands, I've got Fireball, I've got Flaming Spear, Scorching Ray. All of these things can be done at distance.
Vladimir has got a notepad and he's just writing down everything that you say.
He can't hear us or see us.
Oh, there you go.
So that's what. Well, I'm getting at. Even right now, Corben, you could go out of the circle, drag Stan's body, because right now he can't see past this opening right now, because 10-foot radius is blocking him completely in this room. So we got him completely cornered, unless he could freaking go through walls like a ghost, but he looks like a corpse.
Well,
So,
I mean, he seems a lot more advanced than just a simple corpse. Just all I'm saying. I personally think we're lucky to get out of here.
Yeah, but we're not out of here.
Right.
As soon as we step out the dorm, as soon as I leave, yeah.
I mean, what's the reason to fight this guy?
Well, sooner or later, we need to get that sword.
Yeah.
We need that
For what?
sword, and
The whole purpose we came here is for the sword, because we need it to defeat Strahd, so we can leave this realm.
But Strahd asked you for the sword, right?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
did not.
You were told that the sword could destroy him?
There's 3 relics that we need.
And that's one of them.
And that's one of them. So without it, we're not going to be able to. So at some point in time, we're going to have to come back exactly where we are. But right now, if we come back again, he's probably not going to let me stand here for a minute while I do this orb again. So this might be the only chance where we could do this method. Because as soon as, say, it takes me 1 minute or 10 minutes if I'm casting it as ritual. So at a certain point in time, like 7 hours and 55 minutes, I could start casting it as a ritual and then recast it, and we could do this indefinitely. So if you guys just keep taking pop shots, take a step out, shoot them, take a step in, I think we could bring them down.
I'm seeing your plan.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we can't. Then I step out of this circle right now. Then the circle dissipates, and when I just said that I'm taking a teleportation, he's gonna see us again, and we're probably gonna get attacked either way. So, like, for me at least, this seems like the only option.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, at this point, wouldn't we have to go provoke the attack again?
Burning hands. What the throne
it's
was
just that
wood, right?
The impression I got is that he didn't want to fight us.
Well, he doesn't, but he's going to have to, because he's not going to give up that sword.
Exactly.
And so we
think,
have no.
I think
We don't want to fight him either, but he has given us no other option.
So, Mara, do you want to keep attacking him then? I mean, Corben could decide for himself if he wants to or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Even
gonna
if-
leave you guys in the thick of it. I mean, but
I need you to.
this
I
guy
need you
could
to.
seriously kill us. So
Yeah, I know, but you know,
we could. That's the point. Is if you go down, the person that's inside the bubble could drag you back in, and we could heal you, and I could heal you. Yep. So I could save all my spells, but if I go outside the bubble goes away. But I could cast inside of it, so I could save every single one of my spells for just healing you guys.
well,
So we drag you in, spare the dying, heal you, and
Let me
we
just-
keep.
let me just throw out this other option. This guy didn't want to fight us, but
He doesn't want.
the other way to kind of help all these guys is to relight the beacon. So it wouldn't be on. I mean, what we could do is relight the beacon, and all these guys just, turn into corpses and fall to the ground once their curse is lifted.
What if it doesn't? What if they're still here?
I mean, at that point, maybe we've, have some more experience where we might be able to handle a foe like this. I just, I can't see this. I mean, we were overwhelmed almost instantly.
Yeah, but I think
Agree
we
with
could
that.
we could totally kite them now.
I mean, if we relight this beacon, because essentially, I mean, we were talking to all this guy's brothers, and they're all like, they're not attacking us. But then the instant we attack him, he almost just decimates us.
The whole reason we came in here, though, is because we knew he was here now, and if we come back, he may not be here. Then this story could be lost forever.
I mean, as far as we know, he's been sitting. That's true.
So,
but I mean, as far as we know, he's been sitting in that chair
Yeah.
for centuries.
how about this, Corben? How about we give it a try, and if it doesn't, you and Mara could leave while I still hold him in this room, or then we retreat, and we could get out of here as quick as possible.
Nothing to
don't know.
lose for a couple of cycles.
Yep. They said they can't get out, so I mean it'll take us days, but I could move up right for instance. I can move here, so up to 10 feet where the circle is, then cast it again, then move another 10 feet, then cast it again, then move it. So it'll take us a long time to get out of here, but we could get out of here safely. So if they're stuck in Argynvostholt, we can get out of here.
But I mean, couldn't he just cast 2 of those little minions right behind you as you're moving away?
No, because I'll be still within the circle.
Can't get in the tent.
Because they can't come in. So I move 2. I'm still within the circle, and then I recast the circle, and now the radius is.
Takes you a minute to recast, though.
It'll take me 10 minutes as a ritual.
Casting it from within.
Yeah, I can.
I just really.
I don't think you can cast it while it's active already. I'm pretty sure
it's a spell.
I'm pretty sure it's a concentration spell.
It's not. It is a spell, so you're able to cast other spells.
I don't know. It's just like. Explain to me again.
What's the spell name?
There, I'm linking it for you.
Leopold's tiny hut, isn't it?
Yep.
Leomund.
Leomund.
So pretty much we make a fortress. We could see if we can take them out. If we can't, then at that time we leave. Then we go with your plan. But I feel like we would not be able to do this again.
Well,
I can totally visualize it. I totally can think it can happen. But I need to make sure that somebody has my back to pull me back in here.
I mean,
we need
I'm
all
willing to
3
stay.
of us on board.
I could stay in. I just says the spell says if I leave. Let me see all other. It says the spell ends if you leave its area, and I'm guessing if I stick out my hands, it might go away. But if one person stays in the bubble the whole time and someone goes down, they could drag the other person back in as a reaction to them going down or something.
Right. I just we're short-handed now. Like, I don't see this ending well. I just
Look, sooner or later we have to come back and face this guy. We've got
after lighting the beacon.
He has been hit. It may take a while.
He's still injured. Yeah, he's still injured right now.
He has been injured, and I think it's brilliant, actually.
Unless
So-
you can regenerate.
All right. Well, Mara, you want to do it? I could tie rope to you too, so even without going out, I could drag you back. And Corben could decide. Corben could decide if he wants to stay and do this, or if he wants to leave.
Yeah, I've got hempen rope, so I'll I'll tie. We can tie the ropes together, and yes, I'm in. I think this is a great idea. It's going to take us for freaking ever, but I think we sooner or later we got to come back and face this guy.
Yeah. So I think.
Not necessarily. We didn't have to face this guy to begin with.
We do if we want the sword. Sooner or later, we have to come and get the sword.
Yeah, but if we light the beacon, we can just come take the sword off a skeleton.
That's if. We don't know if we can for sure or not.
And furthermore, if on the way to the beacon, how many giant spiders, mean undeads, and whatever else are we going to run into? I mean,
Strahd could come back and take the. We don't know if the sword will be here by that time. So I mean, Corben, it's. I think me and Mara, we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. So you can be in or you can be out. I'm not gonna hold it against you, but I think this is our best chance. I agree, Marzen. I think it's brilliant.
Okay, so just explain to me again. It's like the orb. We're just popping in and out of it to take pop shots at them.
Yep. So see this line that's right here?
Yeah, that you drew.
Yeah, I probably drew it. It needs to be back one more.
Okay.
But there's 5, 10. Nope. So it's still within. So basically, one person would come out, shoot at them, keep shooting at them. Then if you go down, a person will be right here, and they could drag you back in. Or you come out, you shoot at them. Then on the end of your turn, you come back in here, so you stay safe. Then when it's your turn again, you come out, you shoot them, then you come back in. And if you take damage, I will be in here, and I can touch you and heal you.
And actually, spare the dying is a cantrip for me, so I can.
I do too. Yep. So
it's not. I'm not expending any spell slots, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, so Mara, you use all your spells for damage, and I have a lot of spells left, and since I can't pop out and shoot them, or this dome will end, I could save all of my spells for healing you guys.
So you guys don't want to take a rest before trying to take this guy on?
We have to.
I mean, I could heal you. I could heal you right now, and you guys go.
Yeah, but that doesn't bring back my.
Oh, I absolutely have to rest because I want my level 3 spells back, and in order to have my fireball back, I need to.
All right, so we'll rest at the end.
We need to rest.
We'll rest. Then, what we'll do is, at the end of it, I would say, Corben, if you want to grab Stan's bow and arrows, then come back in here, and we could then engage.
All right.
And I also have a bow and arrows as well. But we know that at least with those minions, the arrows don't do a whole lot of damage. They do some, but they don't do a lot.
I mean, he apparated 4 of them, right? So, but I'm just thinking he could put one here. He could put one here. They'd be surrounding the thing. And
but we can see them, and they can't see us. He doesn't know where we're going.
Yeah, but
to him, we are apparating and disapparating.
Right. So.
Yep. So it says spells and other. Here's the thing, though. You could shoot. You could shoot him within here too. So it just says I can't send spells out. It doesn't say anything from. We could shoot him within here without him knowing where we're coming from. So if you grab a bow, you could stay in this dome the entire time and not have to worry about the apparitions at all.
Yeah, I mean, I could rain down some divine smite on him. But
Have to step
no,
up.
you
You're gonna
you
have to
can't.
step
You
out
can,
to do
yeah,
that.
you can't cast through this. You could shoot through it. You could throw things through it, but you can't cast. Spells won't.
oh, because ranged weapons aren't. They're not. They won't count as a melee.
Yep, it says I can't cast a spell.
Wow, that would take a while.
But we could do it safely.
This guy could be resistant to piercing damage. Like he could, you know.
It's
like,
gonna take him a while either way, though. Come back, we're still gonna have to fight him. Then
Oh, he took
you're going off. Yeah.
piercing damage with Stan. Stan got him in the wrist. Me?
Yeah, but we don't know what happened to him after that. Like we don't.
He might even come up to you. So if you stand right here, he might then attack you, and then you could use whatever type of spells and stuff you want rather than just shooting him with an arrow.
Bottom line is this, Corben. You can stay in here, and Marzen has to stay in here, and somebody has to go out, and I am probably the one. I am the one who's going to have to go out because I've got some distance spells, and I think this is the best way to do it. So if you want to stay inside and shoot arrows all day long, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm going. I'm as soon as I have my spell slots back.
Yeah. No, I understand it. I just I'm not like 100% convinced we have to fight this guy.
Yeah, I think
I mean, I know you want to get the sun sword, but
We don't want to.
we have to. Yeah, we're convinced. We tried bargaining with him. We tried everything we could, and he wasn't going to give it to us. So if we leave this place, we might not ever be able to find this. And that's,
right.
you know, we could get lucky, and if we light the beacon, he could be gone. But right now, this is the only option I see. You know, I'm willing to die for that.
All right. We will take our rest then.
Okay, you guys have come up with some sort of a plan.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's 10:15, so we'll end here for the night. We'll just say that you guys take your long rest, so you'll get all the benefits of a long rest, and we will reconvene in 2 weeks with the implementation of your plan.
Right.
All right.
And we'll
Hopefully it works.
live to fight another day in Argynvostholt.
I do, Andy. I think like 100%. I get what you're saying about leaving and trying something,
Right.
but like there is no other option for me and Mara to not get this weapon. And like if there's a chance that we will never be able to find it, it's not worth taking. And this,
I think, yeah, I mean, I think a part of this is like I wasn't here when you guys were told about this weapon.
yep.
So just, I'm sorry, like just going back and forth, I didn't like retain, like who told you about the weapon?
It was
Isn't it
Madame
MandyMod?
Eva. Yep.
Madame Eva. And it was like in a list of things that can kill Strahd.
Yep. So we know of a relic that we need to get, a sword that we need to get. We know where Strahd's enemy, someone that will help us fight him that we'll need to, and where to find Strahd when we're ready to battle him.
And
Then
the
there's
Tome of
something else,
Strahd.
and the Tome of Strahd, yeah. So, and then I think
And how did you guys go about how'd you hear about coming to Argynvostholt to find it?
how it was within the prophecy. They told us.
It was in
Yeah.
that same.
And so far it's correct. I mean, the sword's here.
And actually, Argynvostholt has come up more than once. It wasn't just her. It has come up more than once.
Yeah.
And so, no.
So the other prophecies, if you're wondering, I could read them off to you. I'm gonna copy it and I'll put it in the chat too.
Oh, okay.
That way you could see it. But this is the other one. So I'll tell you that there's something with in a tavern. Let's see, did that command. So this is the information we got. So the weapon that could help fly him is Sword of Sunlight in the dragon's house that's now corrupted. Holy symbol behind Ember Doors. Still haven't found that.
It's amber doors.
Oh yeah, Amber Doors. Oops. Ember.
And
I must have been drinking. Then
burn our hands.
that might be
So-
the Amber Temple that the dragon was talking about.
Yep.
And if this, and he's guarding, think about this, he's guarding this sword with his non-life. He is not letting it go, which means that sword is very powerful.
Yep.
And once we have that in our hands, that how is that going to help us in our future things that we need to do? So all the more reason to get our hands on it.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
the first relic that we've been able to see. I get 100%. I get what you're saying. We could try. There's probably a safer way, but we don't know if it is. And if we come back and he sees us again, he's going to instantly attack us. And this is the first time, like, we have him locked in this room right now. He can't leave. So we could essentially fucking burn him down if we had wood and stuff too. But we'll find out next week though, or 2 weeks from now.
Yes, we will.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right. That's the end of this
Okay.
session, guys. Good job.
Okay.
Thanks,
All
gang.
right, Stan.
Stan, rest in
Yeah.
peace, buddy.
You had to
RIP.
shoot him,
R.I.P.
Stan.
Had to shoot off that last arrow.
I know you had to do it.
I was like, just stand down, man.
Well, he didn't. It
All right.
wasn't the last that the first arrow didn't hit him, so he had to he double fucked himself because he had to shoot the second one, just because he still didn't hit it.
Oh.
Oh, Stan.
Stan.
I bet that
Okay.
the ghost
See you
had a
later.
spider tattoo. All right, guys. See you next. Or
All right.
talk
See
to you
ya.
guys
All right. We'll see you in 2
Bye.
weeks, everybody.
Yep. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Ay, ay, ay.